back to the fourth and not final class trial.
Final.
The fourth and fourth most class trial. How you guys feeling? Feeling good? Feeling good about this?
Feeling like we'll figure it out as we go.
Class Trial 4, is that the one where they go back in time and save the whales?
That's right.
Okay, all right.
But they can only go back in time, what was it, 30 seconds?
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute to save the whales.
So-
Very quickly save some whales.
The whales are still dead a minute
I
ago.
think that one scene in Free Willy is longer than a minute. So
They just slowed it down. It was a slow-mo sequence.
All right, so let's start this class trial to see who murdered Free Willy.
nope, that's not his name.
I'm pretty sure
it's
it is.
Freeing Willy.
Let's begin with the basic
Peasant.
accusation of class trial, so you must determine results. If you figure out who done it, then the next one will receive punishment, but if you're the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides black, and then we'll decide whether you graduate. Now then, where to begin? We already know who did it.
Didn't she start last trial exactly like this?
Maybe. Wow! Deja vu! The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
So we almost know who did it. Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Toko's present for a trial.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. I'd never kill someone. No way. I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer.
It always throws me off just a little when we see Makoto while he's talking.
Yeah, like, whoa, who is this guy? But you must have some reason for believing that.
Oh, cool.
All right.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
There's only one reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those three specifically. Sure, she's mentioned it before. I think it's the...
That's one of you. You can fast forward.
Saying so. Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have.
Shoot.
Uh-oh, you started grabbing it again.
Yeah.
But you practiced taking out the white noise, so that's good
that's
stuff.
true. That's true. It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura because you hated her.
That doesn't make any sense.
Slow down.
Oh! See, he got the white noise, but couldn't quite slow down. But he's on that precipice.
Yes,
This is
yes.
It was like
the
an-
It's
breakthrough
all going to
moment.
like
come in,
all
and this is
three
the
at
first
once.
one. This is
Yeah.
the first one.
Been a little while.
It was one of you. Woo!
Literally had to take a moment going, what are the controls again?
Merry Christmas.
Ah! Okay, that's a hard one.
John, you must combine all of the skills you have learned.
And when your powers combine,
Slow. White noise. Fire.
you remember how to slow, right?
I did. It wasn't slowing.
You. No.
No, I was thinking. Yeah, no.
Hey, the first one's always for remembering.
I was always remembering, like, what the heck are the
It
controls?
has been what?
been
Over
like-
a month for John at this point since the class trial happened.
Slow it.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
Aim just a tiny bit under.
yeah.
Would Makoto be Gryffindor or Hufflepuff?
Gryffindor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's got to. A lot of he's got to.
Do it. Slow down. Get it.
Oh!
You can still shoot.
I know. I was. Yeah.
You just gotta aim under where it's going.
Yeah. Well, and actually, I was aiming in the back side. Should have been on the other side. Yeah.
How about Celeste? Slytherin, you think, Celeste, or what should be?
Oh! Yeah, that
Okay.
was Slytherin for Celeste. No question. No question at all.
If you want to play the class trial drinking game,
That's not a good idea.
yes, go. Oh,
Oh!
you.
Oh, because it goes down. Dang it.
Yeah, you gotta aim underneath.
Yeah. Dang it.
The worst bit of all this is my cat has been attacking both Audrey and John this entire time. So, first of all, kudos to both of them, particularly Audrey, that he seems intent on destroying her hand.
Underneath, underneath!
Oh,
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, crap. John, I have a specific request.
Yeah.
And I meant to make this request before the class trial started, so I apologize. I had that whole time to make it. When Makoto flashes on the screen and it says counter, could you say the phrase as Makoto, "No, that's wrong"?
Yeah. I think I can work that in.
Okay, cool.
This may count as my extra skill to have to learn, but I'll give it a shot. Old college try. Old Hope Speak Academy try. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right? No, you're wrong. That's the phrase, right?
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Okay.
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
That's what he says, like, if the voice acting is on, whenever that counter shows up, the Makoto's voice goes, "No, that's wrong."
Ah.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that mean one of them did it?
Oh, right back.
Like, I don't know, does it?
Hey, you'll have a
There's
chance
a
to
lot of bullets.
You'll have a chance to practice "No, that's wrong" right away.
Pocket trash.
That's really such a
okay.
great album name.
There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
No, I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her. What?
Oh yeah, you didn't even have to go that far.
That's wrong!
It was close. It was close. You're almost there. No, that's
No,
wrong.
that's wrong!
Ah, there you go. Got it.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
Just rolling up my joint.
It was white with red polka dots.
Strawberry flavored. What's that got to do with anything?
It was a teensy weensy yellow polka dot bikini.
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
Sakura didn't even get to eat the candy at the end.
No, it's pot.
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. That's the only explanation.
Is your name Hiro? Well, maybe. I mean, that was.
That's true.
That was
There was at least
Celeste's name.
one more hero than we thought. Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but you gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have gotten it sometime before then.
Nice and real specific, Hiro.
Great job.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason that I know that is...
when Sakura got the
too much
candy.
to share.
When Sakura got the candy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
Is this just going to be the shortest class trial ever?
Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Yeah.
Yes?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
I didn't cheat. You're acting incredibly suspicious, and
That's
I
saying
would
something.
know.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Wait, I totally missed the, ancient Egyptian
The
look that we got
hieroglyphic
going
theme.
on here.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
The walls are acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility?
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
That would have been good to mention before now. Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What does shining message even be?
Did you say what is shining message even be?
Maybe I did. Is it anything like an it message or a the stand message or a
At the scene of a crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
She looks too happy.
See? Toko did it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on.
Oh.
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body.
Stop calling her that!
What's she gonna do? Punch me? I felt a ghost punch.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
So it's nope.
yeah, that's weird.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
3 words in, I was like, this is already too eloquent for Hiro to be saying. It.
Hold on. Nothing's wrong. I'm just trying to keep up. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was
On the magazine
on the
shelf.
magazine
yeah.
shelf. Between the magazine shelf. Kyoko,
On shelf A.
shelf A. You found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Does it make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
The thing about the Illuminati, perfect sense.
Perfect sense. Want me to tell that cattle mutilation story again?
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us.
Do, 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 do.
Don't forget your no, that's wrong.
Oh yeah. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at that time, where was the magazine?
I gotta tell you exactly
Was it on
when I
the
found the
floor?
dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Ah, I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Well, it's not that.
Yeah, I think there's one. This is one of those. You gotta grab something.
Grab
Kyoko
one.
said.
Yeah, grab hers and...
Kyoko's body was discovered.
I found the dying message.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. What? No, what?
No!
Wait, no. You can't grab more than one.
Yeah, no, I thought I grabbed the other one. Oh, no.
You did
No.
grab the other one. Then you grabbed that one too.
Oh, gotcha. No, I should have grabbed... Yeah, I grabbed the first one. I'm like, no, I should grab the second one. And then I grabbed the second one. I'm like, no, I should have stuck with the first one.
John needs to believe in himself. Folks at home, could you clap your hands and believe in John? I can tell you exactly when they found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered. I guess we're just not reading
Damn
it
it.
anymore.
Yeah, no, we're thinking positive thoughts. Shut it.
No!
No.
No. That's. I think he's got the right one.
Yeah, it's
Fast forward. Yeah.
it's take this one and then shoot it at Heroes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, magazine shelf.
I was
is a-
trying not to distract John by speaking.
That's fair. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah!
Ooh, that is not John's fault. That was not
That was,
John's fault.
Well, you got
at all.
to grab it again.
Grab it.
Grab it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
That is some
That
great
was-
Yeah.
bull crap.
Crap.
No, that's wrong. That's it's like they knew. It's like they're like,
hey, I think you think you got this. You think you got this. Oh,
John
hey,
appears to
here's
be gaining
more
some
white noise.
confidence. Let's do something about that, shall we?
I'm doing pretty well. Huh? Yeah, ding. Boom.
Shoot.
Yep.
Oh, it was
what?
blocked again.
No, he hit it.
Another one popped up.
No, but if you hit the white noise, it doesn't count. So that was actually wrong. Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right. Well, now we got to think about this some more.
Okay. Well, let me shoot some things.
Ogre's body was discovered.
Discovered. Was it this? Maybe
Maybe it
this is
was-
the
yeah.
third one. That.
Magazine
Shelf. Okay, so we'll grab magazine shelf, and we'll try it with that one. Ooh.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This could be the old Danganronpa stuck on a loop. Do it. I believe in you. Oh! I mean, we all
Well, we
kinda-
gotta grab it
we saw
again.
that,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Grab it.
it's kind of hit that point where if we were not utilizing all three of your mastered skills,
Yeah.
you gotta be Aang after he's mastered the other elements, man.
You know, I have. We're not gonna.
What?
We're not going to get sidetracked into a long Avatar.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh,
No, that's wrong.
woo!
Nice. That's like Makoto's Phoenix Wright objection catchphrase that I forgot about, but
Oh.
it's important to me that you say that.
That I worked that in. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
What the fuck is going on?
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us. Wait,
What?
what? And we know who the killer is. Toko. I was
What?
sure I was reading that wrong as those words were coming out of my mouth. I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Succeeding, admittedly.
Doing real well. Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Olga wrote that message.
You stop calling her Ogre, you son of a bitch.
100% without a doubt she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true. Right, Taka? Right.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Oh, we're already in the...
Wow,
And,
okay.
rhythm
alright.
game.
They've mixed up where this...
Excuse me, Phil.
Oh, there's proof. The occult is bullcrap. Conspiracy. Give it a rest. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Give it a rest. Show me the proof. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, negative. Do the positive, which is like the slowdown button.
The slowdown button?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, no, I did...
There's like a positive mode. Like he's in negative mode, and there's a way to put it into like positive mode. And I thought it was
I
the
forgot
same
to
button
reload.
slow down. Ah, that'd do it. No, you got it, John. No, you got it. Oh.
Come on!
Oh, it's so close.
Ah.
I forgot to reload. That was all me.
Check
Never
the
leaves me.
controls when you get back, because I'm almost positive you have some special power you can activate over the course of that.
Yeah.
Oh, we already come to the end of the debate. Well, the class trials are now through the black. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto for some reason.
Okay.
However, Makoto is not the black, and too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. On the other hand, everyone else
Misspelled congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes, we will give
Yes.
it another shot.
Can't give up now.
Yeah.
All right. Remembering to reload. That's really, I think just remembering to reload will get me a lot farther.
Everybody, Hiro here. I want to tell you about something that's near and dear to my heart. Legalization. You know, I took a trip to Colorado the other weekend, and I gotta tell you, it was pretty great. People were chill. There was a drastic increase in the homeless population. The potholes were still terrible. No pun intended. That was actually the name of the place I went to. It was called the Pothole. Anyway, this has been Hiro, signing out. Check the options. Check the controls. Go to the help menu.
Checking in the middle of this?
Controls.
R1.
Fever time.
So
time. If you do that,
R1.
so either that'll either put you in a positive mode where you don't have to do the rhythm, or it'll
Hopefully cancel out this.
it'll cancel out his negative mode.
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
You almost got him. You almost got him. It's neck and neck. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. At least 30% right. The mother of your child and the mother of my child are the same woman. How about that for a distraction? Woo. Bam.
Bam.
What?
All right, then.
All right.
You've bested Hiro in a game of wits.
On the second try.
On the second try.
Oh.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying
To
message.
be fair to John, also, the music is way softer to us than it is in the recording.
In the
so
recording,
you can't
and-
really hear the music
yeah.
that well.
And there was
if
some-
any of us are making any noise.
And the tempo changes, yeah. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Sayaka, obviously.
Ah,
Saika's hand is covered in blood.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her.
You're admitting to killing her?
Wait,
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure. Thanks. And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try to kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So, of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
So instead, he arranged to get everybody else executed.
So, I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table, and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead, roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
Suicide after all.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story. Although, what's going on with the locker still?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? I mean, aside from all the things he does because he's Hiro. What picked Toko? Why the magazine was hidden?
Why the magazine was hidden.
Yeah.
It got it. Oh, that's a got
That's
it.
a
Never
got
mind.
it. Yeah. Like, that's
I mean,
true.
you can say got it when that pops up if you want, but...
Everything you just said, it doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been hooked up and put on the shelf.
Hooked up.
Hooked up.
I put things up all the time.
That's how they do it in Canada, right? Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting on that table.
Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying. I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Also, he only hit her with one bottle.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what had been written, there's only one choice.
Fumi.
This is the worst 2D ever. It had to be Toko, right?
What?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have? Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt that Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle, but that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer. You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it. Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So... What do you want me to do?
Talk.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... Okay.
Thank God.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that.
That's through no fault of his own, man. Does attempted murder not,
That must not be it. Alright.
Options.
That's Sakura's body and yellow powder. Okay.
Examination summary, because the door's not locked.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle and from a shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind, and you're sure you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer. So yeah, it's the summary because it covers the fact that there were two bottles.
Yeah. Something that proves that. The wounds on her head.
Oh. Maybe it is her body? Oh.
But the wounds were talked about in Kyoko's...
Yeah,
Kyoko's
yeah.
examination
Yeah.
summary, yeah.
I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind, and you only hit her once.
Is that right?
Just once,
Yep,
just
get it.
once, just once, just once, just once, just once. Whoa.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong!
Nice.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Flagpole.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds mean she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle. Hold on! How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles? It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
4 Monokuma bottles.
I've been thinking how to work that joke in too, yeah.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Oh, wouldn't it be kind of cool to see like a Star Trek series starring the characters from Danganronpa trying to seek out new life and new civilization?
Isn't that pretty much what's just happening in Hiro's head all the time?
That's true.
That's you.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing. But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles? That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. And that connection must be... It's the object the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding.
Hangman's
Hangman's
Gambit.
Gambit. There we go.
Okay.
So like something like a chess piece. Oh yeah.
Chess piece.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, there's nailing it, and then there's nailing it.
Alright.
P. Yes. Nice.
There we go.
Alright.
Give him back full health for that. That was world record speed right there.
That was sweet, yeah.
That
Well
worked.
done.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure, shall we say, holding a different chess piece. King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those. And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was... the knight, if I remember.
Ugh.
I thought it was going to be one of those like drop down things. And I was really curious what the third option was going to be.
So, what's that matter? I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Throwing shade.
It was a really mediocre show with some pretty good songs.
Yeah.
What?
You must know chess.
The musical chess, the song from which One Night in Bangkok comes.
And-
All right, well, that's something
and
to Google.
Yeah.
Anthem.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Just Google One Night in Bangkok. In chess, there are 6 different pieces: the king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Sorry, I have just 8 windows open up on my phone that are all Googling different versions of now that's what I call music, and I refuse to end that streak.
It's entirely possible that One Night in Bangkok might be on one of them.
Okay.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight being defiled.
Oh, so the queen's is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while apparently 1 went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi's way better.
Focus, Hiro.
I can't.
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence it has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder. No, it's clear the missing bottle is connected to this case. How is it clear? I think Genocide Jill is just holding back now to just let Toko hang.
Yeah.
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait. Then the bottle that was missing...
It was
excited! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
That was,
There we go. Whoa.
that was mind.
Sorry, that was a...
And what is this evidence?
It's the L1 button. Don't press it. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... Kyoko and I figured it out before...
Candy wrapper.
Candy wrapper. Figures on the floor. Figures on the floor.
Figures on the Floor would be the name of the series of Monokuma's various romances with chess pieces.
Bottle experiment.
Bottle experiment, yeah.
Bottle experiment is the most popular chapter.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experimenting. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
That's Hina's shipping heart squealing in the background.
Yeah.
What we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier, and the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
What? So from this, we can surmise that the two bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. Someone slightly smarter than Hiro.
Yeah!
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
Wow!
Gosh, I wish we had more help.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The instant we finish this game, we are watching a YouTube video of all of Makoto's dumb answers for the trials.
Are you sure one exists?
100%.
100% one exists, for sure.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered the second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? What? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place. Wait! I admit maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her, I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, none of us believe you.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
This would definitely have been something to mention earlier.
My short-term memory is shot for some reason.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up and she went in the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared. Mm-hmm. You can't see, but John's like conducting his thoughts at Audrey, and they're both like, yep, we got this one.
Yeah, full on like baseball signals are like, yep, still third. Yep, got it. Hit and runs on. Okay.
Leon would have gotten that.
And you just now decided to share that with us.
I hate when I agree with Byakuya.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
You know, that's about the best explanation I can think of. That's not bad.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
I think they're stripped.
Yeah.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room. I'm sure she didn't disappear. But maybe she found somewhere to hide. What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. I have it. She left it there for anyone to find.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yay.
A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more?
No, stop.
So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought.
Yes?
But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow.
Oh.
Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during a non-stop debate. Simply press the L1 button. Also like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from.
We're not kind.
Nope.
Never kind.
No.
But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you!
What? I thought... Oh, man.
Oh.
I'm so bad at predicting how long this game is.
Well then, good luck, and have fun. There's not anybody left. What are they...
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
Yep.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you! Shut up! No, I don't know anything. That's enough. Whoa, why is she floating around?
Got a bullets.
I admit nothing. It's a lie. I hate you. Shut up. I curse you. There's a lot of cursing going on here.
Got a bullet.
No. Yeah, I feel like Genocide Jill is just hanging out inside enjoying this.
Got a bullets.
You can do this. You can do this.
It's...
Oh, wait.
Oh! You have infinite bullets.
Yeah. That's what the,
Oh, that's super handy.
That's what the,
Oh, pick your thing.
Flashers on the floor. No. Black rain print. Shit, was it?
One more. Yes.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, with half a heart left. Nicely done.
That's
Those
purely...
bullet time battles have gotten a lot harder.
That is purely for your entertainment, folks at home. John could have done that perfectly if he wanted to. He's like a stage performer, putting you at the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Did any of you who are still awake and alive, did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
The Blair Witch.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It's Sayaka's hand.
Do you spend a lot of
stole
time
it.
looking at your own handprint?
No, it doesn't. Byakuya is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right? Are they gonna go all the way back upstairs just to, like...
No, Makoto rips all the evidence away from the scene of the crime, so it's all here in a pile.
Etch a chunk on the wall.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I scared the cat.
Screen
with
startled the cat.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang! She just straight up admitted it!
Dude, you kind of did too.
Then you killed Sakura.
No! I swear there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again!
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. No.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early. So I went to the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first, hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf. Rather than destroying it for some reason, but okay.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. When I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood, and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted, right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean
The serial killer.
Junko?
Sayaka?
Ha-ha! Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully, when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit, I wondered? So I opened my eyes to see. Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
Sakura was just worried about you and you're terrible.
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered somebody who wasn't a adorable boy for the first time ever. And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you? I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master. Yes! Yes!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem. Even as strong as she is, she must still have been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on, that's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre, so that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's it. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everybody.
No.
We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Oh, no.
No, not quite yet.
Huh?
Oh,
Not yet. Why not yet?
no.
Don't you think there's something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. It wasn't?
Locked door, dude.
Tell your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... I guess it's probably yellow power. Okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her in the head with the Monokuma bottle.
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
So the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, and the problem is, where did Sakura die? It was...
Hey, no pressure, but you have like a third of a heart, so make sure you get this one right.
Ooh.
Oh. Don't... Oh.
So... Yeah,
It's
that's
status of top.
Status of the body. I think it's got to be right in front of the shelf.
Yeah, yeah.
Plenty of time.
I like how we've kind of like... Well, I'll wait for John's catchphrase.
No, that's wrong!
Phew.
I like how we've kind of like non-verbally agreed. The first lap we talk, the second lap we think.
Yeah. You found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair. So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf.
Magazine shelf bloodstain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Make sure it's right, because you got a third of a heart. Yeah!
Yeah!
You got almost a full heart.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The bloodstain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it, because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now. Look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. Although she does do a really good job of like pinning up her dead,
Dead victims,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't buy that, but okay.
Maybe they got them all to do jumping jacks right before the murder.
Okay. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Or no deal.
Howie!
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh? So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible. The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker.
Dang it! We need more help.
Whew, got a little bit of health. Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay, then where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her.
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And?
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information. Could we really be missing something so important?
really
like
could.
the whole poison thing? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's...
Cusco's poison!
Oh boy.
Just let it go.
Yeah. Another Disney movie.
And it's... Well, we'll see if we need to snatch something.
Yeah.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to the head.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
There's one place I might find a clue. It would have to be written in there.
On my map. What was the thing that killed Ogre? You can fast forward.
Is it the Monokuma file?
Yeah, it's to be written in the Monokuma file is...
What killed Sakura? The shot to her head. Oh no.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah.
Break, 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 break. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Gross.
Yeah. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
No, she just does that once in a while when she feels like
Yeah,
it.
it's like hardcore martial arts. You just vomit blood every once in a while.
Maybe that was her x-ray.
Oh. Oh. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit in the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Oh, no. If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth. Wow, Kyoka really does go for
Wow,
it.
that's
She is thorough.
what she does.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies.
Don't write a story about this.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Poisoned.
Poisoned.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees.
Ah, yes, your poison's working well.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You know how I can live with all of this?
Huh.
I can live with all of this by telling myself that Genocide Jill, when she calls Byakuya a master, she's mocking him.
Well, whatever. You be you.
Yeah.
Or you be the character.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Oh,
yeah,
it has.
yeah.
It's labeled.
They're labeled A and B and C. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It is a poison.
Oh, did he throw the bottle like in on top of the glass just to make it more obvious for every? Maybe, I don't know.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections. A, B, and C.
Makoto's really excited about this part.
In section A, dietary supplements, in B, reagents, and in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
This is a terrible way of doing things. And that's where the poison came from? Section C? Hang on, let me write this down so I don't forget.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
That's what I just asked.
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements.
Oh
I'm
my
positive.
Wow, they're really into this.
That map was worth it.
Poison was actually in section A, wasn't it?
Still labeled with a skull and crossbones, so
Yeah,
it shouldn't have been a
clearly
confused,
labeled.
but...
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Ow!
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
In Section A, no less.
In section A.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
places.
Why? Section A.
Because the culprit switched it out, that's why.
From Section C.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, this. Which is to say,
Wait, what?
I couldn't believe my eyes.
No, that's
nope.
Makoto. Makoto.
Wait, you drink that and your voice goes to another person.
That is some powerful poisons right there. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
To be fair, this game trains us to just say the voice of the person on screen.
On screen,
so.
yeah.
Master?
We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch.
And hope.
And pray.
But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no. Master's in real trouble. I'm not the one who did it. You have to drink some water. You can't just swallow powder. It'll stick to your throat.
Idiot, he just swallowed poison. We need to make him spit it out.
For some reason.
Well, the flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course. Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
No, sure, do whatever you like. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh? Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder... The poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder.
And then left on A for some reason, but okay.
Yeah. Which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be?
Could it shelf be?
Shelf B.
Whoa. Uh-oh. Protein drink.
Oh, yeah. Where's my E? Looking for my E. I'd like to buy a vowel.
This is good. This is a good Hangman Gambit. I want you to remember this Hangman Gambit when we're playing this in other games.
Can I would like...
Oh crap!
Oh,
Johnny
no!
just lost.
Oh!
No!
All right.
Well, what's there to say? End of the debate.
We're just gonna have to accept we're not getting a ton of coins for this particular
Yeah.
trial.
Oof.
Which is fine because most of the presents we have are for dead people. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, okay.
don't worry, John. I'll edit this to make sure no one knows that this happened. No, I won't. I'm lazy.
No, he's definitely not going to do that.
That's so not gonna
It
happen.
already kills me every time I have to throw in that stupid truth bullet guitar.
It was your idea.
I know. Was it? Okay. It
was your
I
idea.
didn't actually remember that. That seems like something I'd say.
I'm pretty sure it was your idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get it from here.
I'll just be a little more cautious with my shooting.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obviously, the way that the letters swirl, it's pretty obviously trying to get you to shoot the wrong one, even when you know when the right one is.
Yeah,
just
like that one
Just
there.
like that, yeah.
Yep.
Curse you, twirly E.
Twirly E.
You vowels have been a constant thorn in my side. I can't wait till I've eliminated you from the entire alphabet.
Whoa. Isn't that basically Welsh?
Foreign languages, they crazy. Yeah.
I've always wanted to see a Scrabble game between a Welshman and a Hawaiian.
Welshman's going, all I have are, A's and O's, and the Hawaiian's going, what am I doing with all these W's?
Anyway.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. The protein's in the poison bottle. Seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right? Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
No, just poison.
Oh.
Yeah.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Maybe she did it to herself still. Maybe it's not.
Something at the scene?
There was a protein drink.
There was a protein drink, yeah.
Monokuma bottle. Oh.
Yeah. You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
She could have made it for herself.
Sakura would never drink a protein drink. She hated the taste. Oh, wait.
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of
Whenever they zoom in on him from that angle with the carpet behind him, it looks like he's wearing a vampire cape.
Yeah.
Too bad Celeste isn't here.
Aw. I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Will somebody just punch him until he stops calling her ogre?
That would have been Sakura, but she's dead now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, maybe she took it to try and help the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Or Mondo, who is also dead now.
Yeah. All the punchers are gone.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it? Was it me again?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see. The evidence that shows who switched them, it has to be... It must be what we found in front of the shelf.
The footprints, but that was on her feet.
Oh, yeah. So that's gonna come up later.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
but,
now it's footprints in the powder.
yeah. I really just don't want it to be Hina.
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it? I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Yay, it's Makoto's drawing again. The exit's that
He's
way.
very proud of it. And look, A, B, and C.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
A had supplements.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Shelf B's just hanging out there in the middle, minding its own business.
Yeah, I don't.
Full of bees.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who.
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it! I killed Sakura!
Just as I suspected.
Oh, that's some rough, like a ghost escaping sort of noises.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are... Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers are...
Hina's one of them. But it was on
Me and Hina are the only ones.
Sakura's.
Oh, so Byakuya, that explains why you... Yeah, like, why is it on there? Shoot. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their
was like
size
like a
for
kid's-
myself.
It was like a kid's show. It's like, are they yours? No!
You get kind of a Blue's Clues moment here. He'd be a terrible host of Blue's Clues.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
There's
You
got-
were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
There's got to be another explanation.
Admittedly, no more of a rush than she's been at, like, several others.
We still don't have why it's a locked room.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you? I can't believe it.
No,
What about it can't you believe?
it must be a mistake.
Well, it's just the two of them were so close. That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
But Hina couldn't have locked the door, though.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Maybe Sakura asked her to do it?
Still coming back to the maybe Sakura suicide.
Yeah.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her there in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poison mixture.
And then she downed it. All at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. We are not set to kind or gentle. Well, I think we're set to one of those, technically.
We're also
set
not
to-
mean, though, thankfully.
We're not set to mean. Either way, you still don't get it. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them, destroying them, outflanking them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Except Sakura. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter, because I'm guilty. That means I have to...
What?
I'm guilty. That means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this. Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit. Like a shoe.
Like
Well,
a
it does-
hand into a glove.
And if it doesn't fit, we must acquit.
Oh.
What doesn't fit?
Only 90 kids will be.
Yeah. I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes you look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint.
You left like 8.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Huh. Listen, Hina, could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison into the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine. My OTP is asking me.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah, when I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can I had that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true...
Really into this map.
Isn't that a little strange?
Look at that desk.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
And mention Section A a few times as well.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Oh, she called me big again. It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied? A phrase he's had to utter on more than one occasion. How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case.
Footprints in the powder. I mean, we can...
Yeah, well, actually,
Where's the source of the power?
First I went to Section C. And then I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah, when I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with protein powder back in Section A. And then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this? In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us.
First one was Section C.
Yeah, footprints in the
That's when I
powder.
grabbed the poison.
It's poison.
Yeah, when I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
And then...
I moved from Section C to
No, no,
Section
no.
A.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
No, that's wrong! Because it's moved from Section C to A implies
Right,
cutting
right.
through. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah, what about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. This isn't how it was the first time it happened.
I was not, yeah. What the... Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us, plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Oh yeah, drawing.
Draw
The powder
in.
had already been spilled when you came in.
There's a
and you
bottle
went
there.
straight to Section A.
Looks kind of like an urn. The way
It does kind of look like an
Yeah,
urn. Yeah. A giant wine glass.
It's not protein powder, it's ashes that are stepping in.
So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Yeah, keep talking about those sections.
The powder that's on the floor is actually the ashes of the 16th student.
Whoa.
But wasn't the powder like green?
well, you see,
Was it Shrek?
Oh.
The real ogre.
Hey!
What the... What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, I love it. I love it. And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible. There can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one who gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed that you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already. What is it you think you've found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
It's glass. Here is my picture.
Everyone want to see my picture again? See how I labeled cabinets A, B, and C?
I like the work I did on C. It's really obviously a C.
See, I point out how I drew a desk. It's more or less to scale.
There's an exit back that way.
Yeah.
It's a great picture.
Oh, didn't I mention? Makoto can definitely solve this better than you can.
That's kind of what's going on.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue.
Rec room window.
Window. Kafumi's pants. Oh.
Yeah.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window? The window we broke to get in was light blue. Just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison? What's so strange about that? I mean, it's a murder. Things happen.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us...
Uh-oh. Which section?
Then...
Thank goodness I had that map.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Then everything Hina told us was a lie?
Her name isn't even Hina.
It's Hiro.
It's Hiro.
Everyone but me is named Hiro.
They're all one of Makoto's dreams, and he can't manage them all, so they're slowly removing them.
Oh,
Theory, yeah.
And also over there, instead of Chihiro, it's now the main character from Big Hero 6.
oh,
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in the bottle.
and then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on, you're moving too fast. I'll
fun.
I'll grant you the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it, or trip over it, or anything like that.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember. Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I did. Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then. That settles it. That proves the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on. How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know? The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. It's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Basically it was
This is best. This was on top of the glass.
it was on top of the glass, yeah. Empty protein drink, yeah.
When it comes to the protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it was absolutely not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. That's right. It had to be in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh boy, that one's
When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window.
that last bit there. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
yeah,
It's very
kinda.
shaky. Okay, if I concentrate on that, yeah. All right, we're gonna zoom out to the end.
All right.
Okay,
Get ready.
had to have been there the whole time.
You can do it.
Get it. Oh
Boom.
yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Nice.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right? Of course, it came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
Oh, didn't you notice?
What? And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
Obvious, really.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
She's also found herself a long stick and is poking him with it.
Ka! I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
Uh-huh. If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
so you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. Once the room was opened up, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can. No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Also being very confused that she'd been clubbed in the head twice. Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry, please tell us.
Ooh.
I think Kyoko's just enjoying this in character now.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been...
Sakura.
But which hero?
Yeah,
No.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
What are you talking about? There's no way.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying. Stop lying. Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it.
We doing another one?
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
You're a liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Look, just end this already. Stop talking. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, John, you got this. I jinxed him. So anywho, John's doing pretty well. His trial's going pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty speedily,
Yeah.
even. Unless something, like, super extended's about to happen here. He laughs.
Remember, you can
Yes.
pick a different
Oh,
bullet.
shoot.
Oh, well.
No.
Oh, no, that was it.
Oh, that was it.
Oh.
Whew. Oh, okay. Hina, do you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
Kodo, put the foot away.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? It's the powder we found in Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Only one powder is yellow.
Wait. So, what was the powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Hey, is that drawing again?
Lying! When Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
And she noticed that there was a desk behind her.
Yes.
Oh, very important.
Is there any problem with my thinking? I mean, specifically to this, not in general. We don't have all day.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained. Byakuya.
No, it was me. The poison. Because I killed her.
No, you didn't kill her. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
Was it
But-
Hiro?
Ah, that's why it's
Hiro?
possible
But
to...
Hiro?
Junko!
Hiro? Hiro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my joke was that everyone's name was Hiro.
Hero.
Anyway,
Oh.
Ah.
The one who
I
killed...
wasn't trying to say Big Hiro.
I'm like, why
Okay.
are you push us back to Hero? One who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Okay, so we were right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Sure were. But there's
other stuff.
There's a lot of weird
there's
stuff
a
going
real
on.
big question here, which is,
What is Hina doing?
what is Hina doing?
Yeah. What?
Oh, I love it. Just stay on that for a minute.
Killer was Sakura?
Oh, just give me a moment.
Do we need to leave the room?
No. It's cool. I'm fine. My heart just grew 3 sizes.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly. Of course I can fly.
You can touch the sky.
Don't.
I can't believe it either.
What?
Rather, I don't
Which,
want to believe it.
That's what I call music. Is that one on?
I'm sure it's on one of them.
Yeah. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. Also, she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Because, of course...
Yeah.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in, so nobody could stop her from what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came in and opened it.
The silhouette of
Shakura. Wait.
Shakia?
Shakia.
Shiakia, yes.
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's map time again.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
I want a poster with that on my wall.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense, don't they, Byakuya?
Ooh. When you were done, you gathered everyone together, and once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. What? Ogre?
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed. I see. While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. Hina, I know, never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence. right? The footprints in the powder, the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Try and keep up, Byakuya.
He got outsmarted by Hina.
No. No. I killed her. I did it.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not. Nothing's over.
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
With comic books!
Yes,
With a comic
exactly.
book. Yep.
I'm still not sure what's going on with Hina right now.
I think it basically she's just so torn up over the idea of Sakura committing suicide
For her.
for her, and so she's gonna sacrifice herself to do the thing. Okay, so
yeah.
Sakura want to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one
Byakuya.
other person. So. Candy.
There he is.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm an anime villain.
Toko got to the record early and hid
Locker.
somewhere in the lock.
I really like the art style of these comic book sequences. It always looks really cool.
Yeah. It's just kind of a fun, different twist on it.
Yeah.
Was the Monokuma bottle that hit Sakura with?
This one is the knight.
Yeah. Yep. And then Hiro wrote Toko.
I'd like to point out that Toko and Hiro
Both
were-
attempted to kill her.
both attempted to kill her and were totally willing to let everybody else die.
Yeah. We're like, well, thought I killed her. At that point, Toko, who was in the locker,
Popped out.
To the magazine, she tucked it upside down.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. It's upside down.
And then, oh crap.
Oh my gosh, she's awake.
Oh, Sakura was like holding Toko to make sure she was okay after she passed out.
Oh! Too good, too pure.
Like, are you okay? Wham! Ow.
And then Genocide Jill roadrunnered away.
But I actually killed Sakura from Chem Lab, which is
No, not that one. You want the one in the bag, I think. Oh, yeah?
Maybe
Yeah,
that
because it's
one?
got her bloody fingers.
Well, she didn't have bloody fingers, which is weird, but
Yeah, but I think that's what we're
I think
going
that's
for.
probably what we're going for.
So
this one.
at that point, she's just kind of weirded out by
She's like,
everything that's happened.
Yeah, I'm okay with ending this. I'm okay with not hanging around with these people anymore.
Oh.
Something on the floor near Sakura's body, which someone grabbed.
Candy? No. The bottle.
But not that bottle. Oh, the other.
No.
No, keep going.
I think it was all the way on the right. Yeah.
That's the
That
one.
bottle. Yeah. The switch with the bottle of poison.
Yep, there we go.
I think that's it.
All right, I think that's yeah. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Maybe she was just going to extract a promise from them to leave
Oh,
Hina
leave her
alone.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko.
Whip, whip.
Toko, who was also Spider-Man?
Oh no!
Oh, man.
She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Well, at least that explains how she was able to suspend her murder victims.
Ooh!
Wow.
She found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Although now we don't trust any of her "I'm too weak to lift bodies." Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
Too good. Too pure.
Next to arrive was Hiro. Would you like a candy? When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Dun dun. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
Huh?
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura.
No one came out clean in this. I'm just saying.
Yeah. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
He should have written a series of numbers.
Yep. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down and on shelf C when it really belongs on shelf
boy.
B. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dropping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Actually, she handled it all pretty well.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Yeah, at that point, I think Sakura woke up, took the poison, and went, just fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I'm out.
done.
I'm out.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she said about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive, because she was Sakura. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Dun dun.
It was the poison that Sakura herself had got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
Vomiting blood.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
But she's not blackened.
Yeah, it's really, they have to fit in some sort of version of this scene. It was you, Hina.
But I'm saying, why would Hina do it? I don't understand. Anyway.
I think it's just like a straight up grief thing.
Oh, okay.
Her hair clip's a paper clip.
Oh, yeah, you didn't notice that?
I have no, it's been years and I don't think I ever noticed that.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
That's the full truth of the case.
Oh.
Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Oh.
That's what happened?
Quiet, Byakuya. The grown-ups are talking.
Oh,
Makoto, how did you
Kyoko told me.
manage to?
Kyoko told me.
How were you unable to uncover the truth that even I couldn't
And
discern?
Kyoko told me.
well, but he could handle Kyoko being smarter than him. I don't think he can handle Makoto.
Well, but Makoto's not smarter than him. Kyoko told him.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean, I just figured it had a motive that had to do with, like, human empathy and some shit.
You still haven't realized. We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Ooh. Gah.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
All right.
All right.
Trial 4.
See ya.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
I'm going to call those generous C's.
Yeah.
Whew.
All right, cool. Well, that's the end of that trial, and we'll figure out
The non-execution?
a lot of things we'll have to figure out on the next episode. I bet you don't know where it's going to go, but
Not
it's
a
going to go
clue.
somewhere.
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
So we'll see. Oh, yeah, John?
We're probably an episode or two from the 5th floor opening up.
Maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm throwing out guesses.
All right, but I doubt the 5th floor is going to be in the next episode. So
Yeah, no.
No.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Man, you guys get to see this right away. The people watching have to wait at least a day, possibly two.
I know.
Sorry, guys. Well, we'll see you then in the next
Whoa.
episode.
Next episode.
All right.